Breaking news coming in. If we can put out the breaking news, Pakistan has actually admitted to the brutality that has been committed by the Pakistani police as well as Pakistan army. Shehbaz Sharif's government has agreed to carry out a judicial inquiry into the brutality that has been committed by the Pakistan police and the army itself. That in itself is a big admission, because remember, 15 people have died in the protests that have taken place inside Pakistan-occupied Kashmir in the last 5 days itself. That's a very important, that's a crucial point that we are making right now. So it's important to point out here that finally Shehbaz Sharif's government has admitted that the firing that took place in the last few days, particularly in Muzaffarabad, Rawalkot and along the Pakistan border, is a clear admission of the fact that they were losing grip here. And that is the reason why a judicial inquiry has now been announced by the Pakistani government. It does not just end there. There are other assurances that have been given. Pakistan-occupied Kashmir's the entire government will be basically revamped. We are being told that it will be curtailed. There would be less than 12 ministers in the government itself. Apart from that, there have been assurances that have also been given with regards to the electricity bill and a few other tariffs that were basically brought in. The taxes would essentially be reduced. So these are some of the elements. If I can just come full frame right now, if you can just come to me right now, I'll just quickly show you the document that I have.
Yes, you know, Shravan, we are being joined by Good Simran live right now. And Shravan, if you would like to go to Good Simran, and also I would tell our viewers that finally the Pakistan government is waking up. It's waking up finally, Shravan.
Well, in fact, let me make it very clear. Shehbaz Sharif has lost here. You have the Pakistan-occupied Kashmir protesters. They have won here. And the fact that they have been able to corner the Pakistani government to begin with. The very fact that the entire government act is going to be amended within the next 90 days. And it just does not end there. They've also agreed to the fact that at least as far as the Legislative Assembly seats are concerned, the reservations that have been made, there too there would be changes. There are other details with regards to what are they essentially offering in terms of land, in terms of a few other amenities that are likely to be brought in, but that is quite irrelevant at this point in time, because these are doles that are being handed out by the Pakistan government to the protesters. But having said that, what is very, very important to highlight is this, that they have been able to ensure that the Pakistani government finally responds to the protests that are essentially taking place.
Yes. And Shravan, I'm also being joined right now by our colleague. We have been joined by Good Simran. I'll just take a question from Good Simran, then I'll come back to you. Okay, Shravan, I think you have the documents. We have the documents there which are showing what happened inside that meeting. Yes, Shravan.
Document. This is the internal document that was basically given to the Awami Action Committee members yesterday. This basically lists out all the discussions that have essentially taken place, the FIRs to be registered. So importantly, FIR is also going to be registered against some officials of the Pakistani police itself. And they are also making a mention of the fact that a judicial inquiry is going to take place. FIR shall be registered under relevant sections of the Anti-Terrorism Act on the incidents of violence and vandalism to the deaths of a few people. A judicial commission will be appointed where required. They've also admitted to the fact that arrests that were basically made from Rawalpindi as well as Islamabad on 2nd and 3rd of October, they would also be released. So a lot of developments essentially taking place and becoming very clear that in the last few days when these protests were actually taking place, it was across Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. Every area was basically covered. And they have essentially been able to send across a very strong message. And the message is essentially about the fact that they are no longer going to accept, the kind of brutality that has been, enforced. And the fact that they have been able to send across the message to Islamabad that no longer can they run a puppet regime.
Right.